everybody, I'm here with the one, the only, the legendary Laidback Luke, right after his performance at DanceTour in Arnhem in the Netherlands. You bought the epicness, you bought the melody, you bought the groove, you bought everything.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be back in the Netherlands?
Well, so first of all, it's always important to me to bring everything in a set. So some people tell me like, oh, you need to go back to techno, or you need to go back to this sound. The truth is, I like all electronic music, and so back in 1992, when I started producing, this kind of music could be everything. It was house music back then, and house music was tech, house music was soulful, house music was hard, house music was acid. Everything was the same family.
It seems a bit more divided now, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I still treat it as the same family, and I just love every kind of good track there is.
And that's kind of a very unique part to you, which a lot of people I think appreciate that come to your shows.
Yeah, thanks. And so yeah, to be back in the Netherlands, it's fun actually, because you know, to play in front of a Dutch crowd, if you compare it to the foreign countries, you got to work way harder to get the Dutch crowd going. And you notice as well, all the Dutch DJs kind of play like me, you know, the fast mixing, the mashing up. So yeah, it's
and you're one of kind of the originators of that style in the beginning, weren't you? So you were kind of, how do I say this, one of the unique DJs with like the quick hands back then.
Yeah, well, so with me it started off with techno, and I was very much interested in the technical DJs like Dave Clark and Jeff Mills, and they would always do quick mixing.
Yeah.
So when I stepped from the techno sound, I actually brought this in the house sound, and it was me and Benny Rodriguez who did the fast mixing first. That grew, and then the urban DJs came in like Chucky and Real and Irwan. And so after that, everyone started doing it. So it's,
holy shit!
Yeah, it's funny.
On another note, you kind of came back from a bit of a lead like 2 shows ago.
I was on diaper duty.
You were on diaper duty. Yeah. Luke and Gina had their DJ baby.
I guess, yeah.
And yeah, how was that after such hectic touring, and all of a sudden you're home with a little baby that doesn't let you sleep? And
it was actually really nice. Gina and I have like a very good cooperation. We work as a team, so you know, her and her mother, we trade places. So one night I get to sleep, and one night she'll get to sleep, and you know, it's all good actually. It's too bad I missed Ultra, but
oh yeah, you did. You ended up missing Ultra.
And
what was that with the people asking you to
to post my set, which I didn't play, and so I don't have it. But yeah, you know, there's always a next year, there's always a next Ultra, and there's only one chance you can have to witness your daughter's birth. So definitely, I went for it.
And huge respect for that, actually.
Thank you.
For those of you who don't know, besides making actual babies, Luke and Gina from time to time make babies in the forms of tracks for your collaboration group Nova Huracan. Yeah. Which why don't you tell us how that kind of got started?
Well, actually, when Gina and I were friends still, she let me just listen to a lot of awesome underground music, and I noticed that she had this specific and really cool taste of deeper music that I loved. And I said, you know, I would love to get back to making some deeper stuff. How about we just collaborate in the studio? And yeah, so we actually, my deep side, if I can be very honest with you, so the deeper stuff I played just now was like the more commercial stuff. But what I prefer in deeper stuff is actually playing the really crazy unknown stuff.
Obscure techno tracks.
I love Clouds. I love Jofar. Anything on the Turbo label. Ben Clock.
Gina listens to a lot of Dirty Bird as well.
Dirty Bird is awesome. Claude Van Stroke. And,
oh my god.
So yeah, so I'm very much in touch with what's going on in the underground, and sometimes techno people will tweet me, and I know everything what they're talking about. It's funny.
And they ask you why you're not making techno, why you're making house.
Yeah. To be honest, making techno and house is very easy for me, because those were actually when I started making music back. When I put out my first tracks in 1995, I made MK kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So those are my roots. And so, you know, 20 years later, would it be a challenge for me to make that music again
Definitely.
that I made 20 years ago?
Yeah, I understand.
But it's cool though, and I really actually like the crossing over. So the deep house that actually is mixed down like EDM.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Kind of the stuff that's going on now with Chami and stuff like that. What are some artists you're really looking at right now in terms of the deeper side and the stuff that's crossing, kind of starting to cross into the mainstream, especially in America?
I'd love to see more artists doing that, like Chami and Oliver Heldens. Chocolate Puma is on a roll.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd love to see more. So I will. There will be like new talents coming up, I'm sure of it. Next year we'll have a bunch of new names that make this kind of sound that'll rock. The underground people will stay underground, and hot since 82.
82. Barely in the 90s.
Shadow Child is cool. I love MK. Duke Dumont, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be like new kids coming up.
Kind of a surfacing of that style with new faces. You mentioned Chocolate Puma a bit further back in the list. For those of you who follow Luke on Twitter, you might have seen that you posted recently about a studio session that you're going to be doing with them. And I personally am very excited for that. And I was kind of wondering, do you already have an idea of what direction that might take? Will it be you bringing Chocolate Puma more kind of to the mainstream stuff, or will they be kind of dragging you to...
I think so. I'm up for that. I'd want to make a track like Step Back.
Oh, yeah?
Like, we're going to have some EDM climaxes in that groove. I find myself shuffling when I play that track. I want to shuffle some more.
Oh, no. I definitely think the world is ready for the surfacing of this kind of style, because, I mean... I know that the big room thing is still kind of very new, but I feel like recently styles come and pass much quicker.
Yeah.
You've probably noticed the same thing.
Absolutely.
And why do you think that is, except for the whole interconnectedness and everyone getting more into it?
Well, I think the time is ready. I totally agree with you. I mean, people get saturated really quickly.
Yeah.
DJs get on trends. People will know everything that what's going on and what's playing, and so we're just gonna move quicker.
So with social media recently, like, you kind of noticed a lot more people not being afraid to speak what they're thinking, and sometimes even speak before they think. So and you were kind of recently caught in the shitstorm of something like that, involving that video with you, Steve, and Sander. Like, what exactly happened there? Do you want to elaborate a bit?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think it's a very funny video. But what I don't like about it is the amount of hate below it and people taking it really seriously. The truth is, if you take 1.5 minutes out of any DJ's set, it'll look like this. Because what we DJs do is we play tracks.
Exactly.
Tracks are 4 minutes long. Even the short tracks are 4 minutes long. So what are you going to do in between? Are you going to do some drumming, guitar playing? Like, what's the deal?
And you have to interact with the crowd like you always do.
Yeah, so you can stand there looking like all bored and stuff, but well, that would be a funny video as well,
Exactly.
You can stand there looking at your Serato screen checking emails. But this is the actual truth, and I am a very technical DJ, and I usually mix like every 1.5 to 2 minutes. So
you're a lot quicker than
to have actually caught me like that was very unique.
Yeah.
And so in this situation, it was a cool party. I was playing. The vibe was relaxed. Sander came by. Hey, can I play a track? Of course you can play your track, Sander. So he put on his new guitar track. So what am I gonna do? Sander is playing his track and I'm gonna cut it up? Am I gonna do acapellas and scratches over it? No, I'll let Sander's track play. I put my next track on. I actually EQ the bass out of the break, which is not a fake move.
It's a DJ thing, yeah.
And then someone in the crowd put their double L's up to me. I was like, hey, double L's. Okay, I'm gonna do double L's as well. And now there's this whole fuss of me doing pre-recorded sets.
Which is absolutely untrue.
Yeah.
For the same reason that you don't have your ultra set. I mean, and anyone who's seen the DJ Sounds shows should know better than that.
So actually, I want you to realize that if DJs are able to give you their ultra set while they didn't play there, you know, they play pre-recorded sets. And I feel we need to stand up for real DJs, and real DJs mix on the spot. So you watch the crowd, you watch the vibe, you hear what the previous DJ is playing, and then you choose your track. So if you see on 1001tracklist.com the same track list over and over, that DJ is not a live DJ. So.
Exactly. I know it was like a kind of touchy subject for you, but I kind of wanted to help get it out there that he's a real DJ.
I love the art of DJing, actually. I fell in love with it. I try and do as much as the original DJs would, and so we need to preserve that. It's an amazing art, and yeah, I'm all about it.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Luke.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.